I'm Dave, and I'm here with Tyler from MARE. So, yeah, thanks so much for doing the interview. They just finished their set. They're on tour with Old Man Gloom, and they kicked ass. So, yeah, it was awesome. So, to start, what caused the band Reformation?
We were just asked by Aaron Turner and Old Man Gloom to play some shows. And we weren't doing anything. Like, I'm doing lots of stuff, but I wasn't doing anything like that. I really like touring, and I like those songs, and I like Caleb, and I thought it'd be fun to do.
So, just them asking was the catalyst
That
for
was it.
pretty much
That's all
everything?
you need to do to get me to do most things. It's just ask.
Okay, so do you have any upcoming plans after this tour? I know a
Now
lot
we
of people
do.
are wondering.
Like, to be honest, it's been a very, like, the outpouring of just like, support's the wrong word. It's kind of like, just like enthusiasm. You know what I mean? It's like kind of humbling and just like, it's weird. I didn't anticipate it coming on this tour. I thought it would be sort of like novel, you know, like, oh, MARE, that band from a long time ago. I didn't realize people like the stuff this much. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not a lot of people, but it's some people, and they like it a lot. So like, yeah, like we should probably try to do something for them. Is that a bad reason? I really don't know. Yeah.
As long as you're enjoying it too, then
I'm enjoying playing the songs immensely. Actually, I'm really enjoying the freedom of it, especially as a two-piece. Like, I really like it a lot. And I like, I don't know, I just like screaming every once in a while. Like every couple of years, I just need to scream. Makes me feel better. Yeah.
So moving forward with, if you were recording, would you do it as a two-piece?
Well, we did the last record as a two-piece, like, no, probably not recorded. Like, I'm sure I'd try to put some other instrumentation in there. I'd probably have to hire people to do that, like I did before, actually. Like, there's French horns on the old record. I hired someone to do that. So no. But, like, live, I really don't know. Like, it's really hard to say. Like, I'd have to write this hypothetical music first to tell you. I don't know what's on it yet. Who knows? It could be quite difficult to play. It could be very easy to play. I don't know. There's really not much there at the moment. But I like employing other musicians. So I like hearing what other people have to do. A lot of why we didn't make music anymore is I got really sick of myself, to be honest, like just in general. I like being surprised by music, and I find it more surprising when someone else does something I'm not expecting as opposed to me doing something. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm sure there'd be other people on the record. How we would perform it is an entirely different question. It's hard to say. Yeah.
Now you're talking about screaming. You got to scream every couple of years.
Yeah.
Is any future stuff? Is it going to be consciously sing scream, kind of like before?
That's the most. I'm the most tortured about that aspect of it, to be honest.
How so?
Because we seem to exist in like essentially what would be considered a metal scene. You know what I mean? And there are certain expectations that come with that. And, like, we already push it a bit. Like, we already sort of walk that line. And like we get away with it, but we're getting away with it now. You know what I mean? Like, we played these songs 10 years ago. We're not really getting away with it as much. You know what I mean? So, like, if we put something else out, like, there's a strong possibility that there'll be another 10-year lapse before people are like, oh, that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because it really did take that long. Like, there are a lot of people that have been coming up to me and being like, oh, I saw that show you guys did, and it was fantastic. But they're you know, it was a small group of people. Like, maybe that had something to do with the fact that we were a new band. I really don't know. But like, part of what I like about music and art in general is just I like being provocative. You know what I mean? I like the adversarial aspect of art. You know, I like to mess with people a little bit. Unfortunately for me, just in every day I do. But it kind of, you know, it's hard for people to appreciate that in the moment. You know what I mean? Because no one likes being jostled. They like to you know, get what they know, what they like.
Comfort zone.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I do. You know, I don't like being perturbed or like you know, bothered. You know, but I like bothering people when I make music. So yeah. So that's probably what will happen. And I don't know what that means musically, but it'll probably have an element of like an antagonistic element to it, and that's just always there. It's just But that's not to say MARE is like that kind of band. Like we're not trying to like necessarily like we're not trying to like make people hate us. We just like doing whatever we want, and it's hard to find a scene where like you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? There like seem to be sonic restrictions and like musical restrictions to what you can do in any scene, and we've been sort of associated with this one specific scene that is now actually blossoming into something larger. The scene that is.
Would you call that the Hydra Head scene? What
Well,
scene would that be?
Like doom metal scene.
Oh, okay,
I don't know,
just
like slow stuff, heavy music. But like I can't work within those guidelines effectively. We're not rambling. Are we rambling right now? No, Mark.
No. This is an interview.
All right, yeah. That's why I hope I'm rambling. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. You know what I mean? It's really hard to, for me anyway. I'm sure for some people it's quite easy, but for me it's hard to create within a box. You know. So we'll see what happens with that. Like, we're gonna try to do stuff. I'm resolved to do that, but. Will it be something that any of these people like? Like, I don't know. Maybe, probably not. But whatever. I don't know.
What happens?
Yeah. See you in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. See you here probably in 10 years. Yeah.
Do you want? Is there anything you want to tell us about the tour so far with Old Man Gloom?
Oh yeah, it's been really fun. It's been a really good time. The shows are better than ever. I think we're much better musicians. Since like the moment I stopped this band, I went into studying classical music and music theory and counterpoint and harmony and all that stuff, and just became a piano player for the last like 8 years. So
Do you have, like, recorded stuff or?
No, like I just play a lot of just read music and play. I never used to read music. Like, these are all things I do now. I felt sort of inadequate as a musician. Actually, it had a lot to do with why I stopped writing. Actually, that's the exact reason. I just didn't feel like I got really into classical music and things like that, and it had such a profound effect on me that I was like, I need to know what those people are doing. Like, I don't feel like, and maybe these aren't standards you should hold to, for yourself. But I mean, I didn't feel like I was a part of that lineage. Like I'd listen to like Stravinsky or Bach or something, and it's just like, I know it's kind of arrogant to think that you'd be your canon of music would be propped up with theirs, but like I that's what inspires me. You know what I mean? So if I hear something that Stravinsky can do and I can't do it, or anything comparable, or anything that surprises me as much, like kind of like we were talking about before, and that irritates me, and I need to find a way to like transcend that. So I thought that learning things like classical theory and harmony and learning another instrument and that kind of just happened, but would help me to do that. And in a lot of ways it has. And I'm quite interested to see what happens when I just like write a full-on album on my own, because like the arsenal is different. You know what I mean? It's much more full than it was before. So I'm like very excited and probably a little hesitant just because it's kind of scary. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't like putting myself out there all that much. Like I do, I guess, but like it's